So I always like to start with the Star Wars section because people are so familiar with Star Wars, so they look at it and they're like, oh wow, that's amazing. So that's over there. Then we go into the more and better lighted section, better lighted than Star Wars. Not the minifigs. Never did get around to getting good light on those, but those are all free or almost free minifigures that I got from sorting. All there. Now on this shelf, I will admit there are a few that I purchased, like the Simpsons. There are extra Simpsons, but I purchased the Simpsons and other minifig collections. But for example, the Army Men, there's I think 25 of them, maybe about 20, 21 to 25. One at a time. I collected those over the last 5 years. This is a section that really wows people because of the lights. The nice thing about the lights is that they're mounted to the front of the racks, so they put light onto the front of the sets, whereas in the Star Wars area, they're behind everything, so it kind of puts a shadow on it. I like this way better. That's a winter church mock that Alex made. I rebricked that X-Wing, I think. I rebricked that space shuttle and that castle. I rebricked the Santa Fe train, gorgeous as it is. Alex built that base for the sand crawler. This is one of my favorite setups. How many we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 snow speeders flying off to fight the AT-ATs. And I got a couple more too. I like campers and trailers, so I put a section there. And on the bottom here is just kind of miscellaneous stuff, including that. That is a really nice building I rebricked. What is it? It is Villa Savoy. Don't know what that is, but that's what it is, Villa Savoy. Got our humongous Batman section up here, including 2 Arkham Asylums. And a lot of the sets, probably most of the sets from the Batman Lego movie. That's one of my favorite Lego sets right there, just because the architecture on it, it's just so beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous the way they made that. It just shows you how creative it can be. And most of those are just regular Lego parts, just used in different ways. One of my pride and joys over here, though, is this ship that I rebricked. A Viking Longship. It's complete, 100% complete, including that specialized head and all the specialized shields there. And there's a few parts on here that are only on this set, including that sail, of course. The sea cow is cool. Going further down, Batman from the 60s. This is Alex's mock Simpsons house. It opens completely, has 2 full floors. The garage door opens and closes like a regular one. It comes out front. The orange station wagon is something that Alex made too. And just some miscellaneous stuff. I made that tree a while back. I think it came out really nicely. Just rebricked that. Well, actually, when did I rebrick that? Just before COVID, just before. So in the early part of 2020, I got the tent, which is so cool. It's fabric. I have a couple more of those. A lot of Toy Story stuff. Avengers. What's that? The Incredibles, right? Yeah. Couldn't see. I was like, what? Oh, yeah. Some neat sets. Oh, this is cool. The biplane. It's a specific one. I forget the name right now. This area is one of my favorites. When you turn the lights off, all of those, almost everything that you see that's white glows in the dark, except for that horse. But all of those leaves on the tree all glow in the dark. All the ghosts, the skeleton horse. All of those leaf pieces back there, Back there too, this like a cool plant I made, a killer plant. The spiders. All of it glows. The face on top. It's really cool. Anyway, sorry, talking a lot. So yeah, that's the lighted section. I can't really get a great view of the whole thing, but it's nice. And you know, you can come in here and look around. And oh, did I show the top here? Good? I don't think I did. That is one of the biggest Technic sets that we have. And it has like so many functions, but none of them are working right now. I rebricked that a few years back from Wolverine. That too from Stark. That's one of the original like Stark mansions. This is a cool area. Furniture I made for the little finger puppets that I had when I was a kid. Just the way I made when I was a kid, except for the parts are a lot better today. All right, you ready? So we've seen that part. Then we've seen the Star Wars part over here. You might not have seen all of this a minute ago. So, oh, the Tower Bridge. It's a cool view from here. Lots of trucks. That's a cool one. I rebricked that. That's from the Star Wars first episode. What was it? Revenge of the Sith? No. Whatever the first episode's name was. Rebricked a few of those, including this one here. What's the name of this? Farnsworth House. Completely rebricked. Cool stuff. Then, no, those are really special. Those are, I rebricked every single one of those from parts out of a collection that I have. And they're all the original ships that came out in 1999 and 2000 for Star Wars, including the Slave One and the, I guess that's a B-Wing or a Y-Wing. What is that? A B-Wing, right? I don't know. And Grievous's ship, and down here even more. All of those, now I didn't buy those, all of those I put back together using parts that I found from sorting Lego. Then all of these minifigures too. There's one series, maybe two there that I purchased. Let's see, yes, that one I purchased right back there. And that one right there. But all the rest of those I found in big huge bins of Lego that I sorted through and put aside. Little SpongeBob area. SpongeBob's such a great character. Rest in peace to his creator. And then some ships and other things that I rebricked. That entire ship. Now that's a special one because I not only rebricked it, but then I made it really, really nice. I put the railing on, and I added a lot to it. The interior is really beautiful. It was nice before it, but kind of basic. This is all Friends stuff. I'm saving, and then the PA's there is Resistance de Friends. Well, that's not really Friends because it's Lego Creator, but I was given that case by a friend for free. Biggest problem is that the lights up top are powered by batteries that sit in the base under there, so you have to move that whole thing to get to them. Then there's just a kind of a hodgepodge over here of stuff, including Wayne Manor after the Joker took it over. My cow transport train, it's not on the tracks right now. All of these vehicles over here, except for the jet in the back, the rest of them I rebricked completely, including all that Friends stuff too, by the way. All of these, including that helicopter, which has a really cool feature. You squeeze it on the side and the rotors work. It's really neat, and it works really well. This was the idea set that came out in 2020. I forget the name of it, Pirates Cove maybe? Anyway, Alex got it. He put together the ship, but then you have a big base left over. So I took all of our parts and made the base the way it was made in the direction, but I had to make a lot of changes because we didn't have all the correct parts. But it still came out pretty cool, including the mock sail that I made here and here too for the front. Rolled up, of course. I should have put string around here. That would have been cool. The coaster works, but it's finicky. Do I have it plugged in? What's plugged in? Nothing's plugged in? Really? Nothing's plugged in. Why is that? I don't know. Anyway, They both work. They should be powered. I might have to come back and take an extra video. The idea is Treehouse. There's the original. Just a peek. There's the original over there. That one I made myself from the parts collection. I had to make quite a few modifications, and I added obviously quite a bit to the top. If you know the model, that's a lot more foliage. And I made it an apple tree, which some people think looks cool and some don't like it. But I think it's pretty cool. Alex got that Jurassic Park set, which is really awesome. 20th anniversary. Down here you have the Saturn V and a few other just random things on the floor. And then I went to it a second ago, but then there is the city in all her glory. And one other shelf over here too, which I'll show in a minute. But that's the city. I wish it was lighted better, sorry. But I think you'll get an idea of what it looks like. Little quick story about the background. I bought it in Peru from a printer out in the Amazon jungle who was printing promotional material for politicians. And he printed it for me for less than $30. It cost me more to ship it back here than it did to buy it over there. And he actually, there's a second one that I have rolled up New York City at night, but we decided to use the daytime. In the future, we'll put it up with the night one. A little closer in. That's the, all right, here, that's the Ideas Treehouse, the way it was meant to be built, and of course with the fall colors. I used the summer colors, and you can see the, the major difference in the foliage on top and stuff. And what's crazy is that because I put all that extra stuff on, it really isn't easy to take it off like it's supposed to be, because that's a really cool function on that. You can take that entire top off to get in and play with the little huts inside here. So little fingers can just go yoink, take the top off. It's cool. Anyway, that's Sanctum Sanctorum from Doctor Strange. Alex made that. That's the bookshop that I mocked into a little bit different building, following most of the directions and making some changes around it, and of course adding a few stories. Alex's mock modern building over here, which is awesome. My facade that I made a while back. If this would have stayed here, and in the next one, wherever that happens to be, I want to put a lot of those in the back. Just to, and maybe just get rid of the background. Alex would like to. Alex would like to get rid of the entire New York background, which most people say looks super cool, but it kind of detracts from the city. Kind of. I don't know. But if we take that away, put a blue sky with clouds, then we'll need facades like that one that I made to make it look like a city in back, which would be cool too, which would be super cool. And it would take less bricks because they won't be the full size of a building. As you can see, I've added floors. Well, if you know Lego, you know I've added quite a few floors to the brick bank, town hall. What else have I added? Oh yeah, the Parisian restaurant. I added a extra floor to that. Where is it? Also over here, I added 2 extra floors to the barber shop and billiard room. I forget what that exact Lego name for that was. The two of the first 3 sets that started the whole craze with the modulars, and I rebricked both of those, so the colors are not right. That's the green Grocer that I did in blue, because getting green was really hard. But I did that 6 years ago with the blue. We bought an extra, what was it? We bought an extra pet shop. Where's the pet shop? There's the pet shop in the back. So we bought an extra pet shop to get the blue to do that. And then I just rebricked this thing. I put a kind of, how can I get to it? There it is. I had to make my own, I guess, decoration over the front, because they were making it with skis, and I did not have a dozen white skis. Alex made this mock police station, which I think came out phenomenal. That was even before we had all the bricks we have today. I actually put, obviously, what's that, 3 extra floors? Yeah, 3 extra floors. No, 2 extra floors. I'm sorry about that. 2 extra floors on the shop. We made that sign a while back. And our farm down here, Alex doesn't like this part. He says that it detracts from the city. I disagree. I think the transition's okay considering the space that we were using. The Disney train works beautifully, but one fault with their app is that if the app is not open, it won't work. So I can't put that on and film it at the same time unless somebody else uses their phone. And nobody else is here. This one does go, though. Let's get him going. You ready? All right. Remote right here. We made it color-coded so that we'd know which one was which. It's a shame I can't get this one going. It's a beautiful train. The front end happens to fall off once in a while, though. Luckily, right over there when it comes out, so I haven't lost it underneath. With this remote, it's great because I can stop the train whenever I want. And I can back it up if I want to. I usually don't use it with one hand, but I can go forward. Stop it right there. And always remember to turn it off or the batteries will die. What else is over here? Of course, some of these things hanging, which are really cool. This one I really thought was neat. Superman is flying next to Scooby-Doo and Shaggy while they're flying through the air. And he's like, hey, what's up, dudes? I thought that Eat It Joe sign, it should be lower so you can see it better. And against the blue with the blue letters, it should be like orange and white. I don't know what letters, but it doesn't really pop. That Ninjago background is from the Lego store. Alex got it when he worked there. And then he hung it up as a surprise for me, which was really nice. Then this last shelf here. That's just miscellaneous stuff. I re-bricked that. That was so hard because some of the pieces in that. And then I just overdid it, and I finished it off really nicely. Put some better foliage on top. Lots of butterflies. A lot of Star Wars ships. That's a mock bridge that Alex made just screwing around one afternoon. He's like, yeah, I'm going to make something. And boom, that's what he makes. In an afternoon. You know, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And with limited bricks, too. I mean, he had the scrounge to get a lot of those. Bear collection. I think we have about 10 bears now. Brickheads. This one is cool. It's the Bat Space Shuttle flying up into space. Of course, Superman and Supergirl are flying up with it. These are the 3 of the San Diego Comic-Con SDCC exclusives over the last few years, including the Superman first edition comic book, Ant-Man, and Aquaman, of course, on his seahorse. Alex made the Superman one. I made the other 2. I have a few more of those around that we've re-bricked. You know, they're almost complete, but a few little changes here and there. Sometimes those specials have lots of parts they don't find anywhere else. So that's one of the coolest. Well, now that the Bugle has come out, the Daily Bugle, it's like the second coolest, but still a cool set. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that is the Lego collection. I'm going to come back and take another video of this when I can get them going and I can have Alex film it. And yeah, taking this apart is going to be a lot of fun. Not really. It's been fun putting it here, doing all this. Hopefully it will get resurrected somewhere else. I mean, there's no reason why it can't be. And even better and bigger and bolder than before. All right. And with that, we'll bid adieu to the Lego Room here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Gregopolis. Gregopolis. We toast to you. Bye-bye.